On Canada Day 2024, Rick Ross had a tumultuous time headlining this festival held in Vancouver, Canada.
Canada, the boss back. The boss is back. Vancouver, we finna shut this bitch down.
Violence broke out last night following American rapper Rick Ross's performance.
This was not an unwarranted occurrence, as Rick Ross taunted for weeks before his visit.
And I ain't hating, but be safe, my nigga. If something was to happen to you and I couldn't tell you this, be safe. And anybody getting on it, be safe, man.
After being approached by Hell's Angels gang affiliates, people would wonder, how did Rick Ross get booked for Canada Day after weeks of trolling and taunting? Some felt it was justified payback for pushing boundaries.
Hope that he now has a different perspective and a better sense of what to do and what not to do while you're out in the world.
While others suspected a deliberate setup.
Now we all know Drake is affiliated with the Hells Angels. The person that attacked Rick Ross after his concert when he played Not Like Us in Vancouver is a Hells Angels rapper by the name of Icarus. It was a straight up setup in my personal opinion.
The rest would know this is not a story unseen before. Do me one small favor. Before we get too far in this video, apply pressure to that subscribe button. In the 90s, a young Biggie Smalls would make his mark on the mainstream industry with his single, Juicy. As any new artist, Biggie would begin to book shows in different parts of the country outside the East Coast norm. Little did he know his Sacramento show could have very well been his last. Weeks before Biggie's Sacramento show, he would go on a radio station in New York City and share some unpopular opinions.
Dude had gotten drunk in a magazine back in the days, and they told him say get real drunk and we're gonna do just do some on a scale from 0 to 10. You know what you think about certain rappers. I was just so happened to be one of those ones that he said he gave a 0 to out of 10. I'm West Coast royalty at that time.
So how did you feel about that, man, when he gave you a 0?
I heard that shit too, and he ranked me in. He ranked me in 40 on some fucked up shit.
You never lose your street mentality. If fools want to, you know what I'm saying, step on your soil, you know what I'm saying? If a fool come at you on tape or something, it depends on who it is. I'm gonna come back on them. If they're a small fry, I ain't even trying to get at them. But if they got a name for themselves and they call themselves embarrassing me, I'm gonna get back at them.
At the time, two of the most prominent West Coast artists were E40 and Spice One. So the stage was set for a confrontation of two up-and-coming MCs from two different coasts fighting to get their voice on a national stage.
And why did you have beef with Biggie Smalls?
We was
on tour.
Though the confrontation was quick and to the point, its effects is still talked about to this day.
Smalls got to get on stage. Who the fuck is that? We don't even know who the fuck this nigga is really at this point. This nigga with Pac or whatever. I done heard this nigga name in the magazine or whatever, talking about Pac, 40, and Spice One. So we get off stage and whatnot, and when we get off stage, everybody basically leaves. This clear out. Niggas is like, it's maybe like 30 left in that when this Biggie get on stage.
We're in Sacramento to do a show. We get there, it's like a warehouse. And we don't see too many cars. We don't see, it's a little weird. So we're like, well, I guess the crowd is light tonight. They have a DJ playing. And we're still looking around, we're like, it's not a lot of people here. It's maybe 10, 15 people here at the most. Big goes on. He's performing. All of a sudden they start throwing coins at him. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is that about? We head out, get to the back. The limousine is there, but the driver's gone.
He finished his show, and we backstage at this point, and this nigga finna get the limo. And that's when I approached him.
You know, my cabinet, you know, there's a lot of little young hyenas, little rattlesnakes.
The limo door was open, so I was able to put Big in there. They come up and they just very irate. That was some bullshit your man said in the newspaper. He did the article about my man.
I'm like, say, yeah, I say, what's up with this? You talking this magazine?
All of a sudden, you start hearing the trunks of cars open. Just hearing boom, 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 boom. Like, what the hell is that? And you just hear turn around. I'm like, oh shit! It's a gang of dudes with guns.
I had that 50 on me, that Desert Eagle. You know what I'm saying? You talking about my people's niggas ain't for play out here, nigga. We still out here gun you down in this happening. And at the same time, I got 2 caterers behind me. Like, niggas soak this shit, you know what I'm talking about? You get down around this Killer Cali at this point, you know what I mean? Smack nigga ain't gonna do it, make me more famous. So, you know what I mean? He f***ing with some goons at this point. 40 of them, 40 ain't here to save you, none of that.
I said, you know what? Get that man on the phone. I think that man and Big need to talk.
40, what you want me to do with this? Biggie Small with we in Sacramento. What you want me to do with this?
But see, what end up happening is cousin Max Shine jump in the middle. Hold on. I got 40 on the phone, man. 40 want to talk to this nigga. Why, right?
And I called us. He got on the phone. I talked to him. I had him.
They talked for maybe 5 minutes. He hands the phone back out. I was like, yeah, so what is it, man? He was like, you know what, you was right. Get the phone back to the little dude. I get the phone back. He was pissed. Yeah, but we got him right here. He ain't going nowhere. We got him. So I guess your boy was just like, listen here, man, let him go. And give old boy the phone back.
So I respect my older cousin, because at the time it was a real organization. So I'm like, all right, nigga, I back up off. But at the same time, we finna get on you. The word is go, we finna get on you. Hand me the phone for a second. He like, Lil Bruce. 40 tell me like this. No, 40 tell me like this. He like, Lil Bruce.
I say, man, let that man go, man. Get that man back to his room, whoop-de-whoop.
I be in New York, not by myself. So if you smack that, somebody gonna turn around and smack me. So I let it go. I was a nigga gave a nigga pass. You know what I mean? Not to say that cousin 40 didn't get a nigga a pass. You know what I mean? Because he came from the top, and he was like, you gonna have to let that nigga ride.
But he gives me the phone. He said, listen, I'm gonna have 2 of my boys escort y'all back to the hotel. And they're gonna stay there until y'all catch the plane in the morning. Because I don't know what any other knuckleheads is gonna do to you.
A couple of weeks later, I seen him and Puffy, me and my wifey, we in Vegas at the Wilson fight. Yep, we see him. We go ahead and take pictures and say, we got pictures. I got a picture of it right now. I'm just gonna be posting it. It's on the net though. Me, him, Puffy, you know what I'm saying?
For the way that he got us, I respect him. For the way that he took care of us after we resolved the situation, I respect him even more.
And as usual with street politics, when determining how did Biggie get booked for that show in the first place, you hear 2 different sides.
Because he booked the show himself to make sure he knew where we were going to be.
It was a show in Sacramento. And I know it sounds stupid, bro, but I had no idea it was a show. I had no idea. They called me at 11 p.m. at night.
Biggie Smalls would go on to become one of the biggest rap artists of all time with only 2 official albums released. He later on would give up the ghost in Los Angeles. However, before his passing, Biggie and E40 were able to reconcile their differences, a result highly unlikely with Ross in Vancouver.
Canada, the boss back. The boss is back. Vancouver, we finna shut this bitch down.
A question asked is who booked Ross and was it a setup?
It was a short altercation. Security did a great job, and then Ross was, before you knew it, everybody was sort of exited, and everyone exited safely, which is always our primary concern.
How could they have not done their research on Ross, who has no filter on how he felt about Drake?
I'm gonna tell y'all, it's like battling against nerds. It's like sitting in a class and you watching all the nerds put together their best science project to present to the class. Man, y'all can have that shit. I ain't with that shit. Nigga, your nose fake, your stomach fake. You don't write raps. Your biggest homies in foreclosure. Come on, man. And I ain't hating, but be safe, my nigga. If something was to happen to you and I couldn't tell you this, be safe. And anybody getting on it, be safe, man. Huh? Soon as Rose on your ass and you call your mama, then I'ma post Birdman and kiss him on TV.
This is 1 hour ago. Fish tanks and marble floors living big and bad. Niggas laugh until they hit with my official jab.
But still, the signs were there. Just like Biggie in Sacramento, he entertained a crowd that seemed to have something else on their mind. The breaking point came down to a song being played to a crowd that included some that just wanted to see blood. This mirrored a similar situation in Stockton, California, where Biggie faced danger over a song choice.
Biggie really did almost get killed for performing Who Shot You?
Oh yeah. This time, it would be a West Coast rapper, Drew Down, that would come to the rescue.
Biggie, you know, it was fun with Biggie. Biggie was a nigga, man. He was a good nigga at the time, too. You feel me? But he came down, I think it was Modesto or Stockton or somewhere over there in the cuts. And we was telling us, do not do that song, my nigga. These niggas already on you, niggas, like wolves looking at a chicken. You feel me? And that nigga didn't give a f. He just busted out. Who shot you? Oh my God. The crowd just went cuckoo, right? We pulled the nigga, boom, get in the limo, come on man, get in the limo. Right when we coming out, about 100 motherfuckers hit the corner. Like, nigga, get in the car, nigga, get in the car. Man, just busting out the side. You know, the limo windows big, and I'm busting them out. I'm like, hold on, my nigga, just hold on, nigga. You feel me, nigga? Damn near listening to it, not. You know what I'm talking about? You can't hold 100. Somebody gonna do something stupid, you feel me? But most of the niggas was like, all right, but then broke the window out. We're like, man, get this thing up out of here, man. Get this thing up out of here. I think that nigga tasted death that day. It was on his neck.
In Vancouver, there would be no rapper that would help. Instead, an artist Snoop signed called Mercules displayed that he too wanted to see blood. Drake would show his appreciation to him and Hell's Angels for getting the job done.
Happy Canada Day. See, I'm rapping today. Happy Canada Day to everybody.
The culprits would go online displaying the precious gifts they obtained, but others would take to social media to send Drake a warning.
Drake, you don't need to be confined. You're too talented. I like you. I got friends that like you. I don't know you personally. Don't need to know you personally. But you're too talented to insert yourself in some shit that you're not really about. To have a whole coast at your head. You don't want that. I was on the road with Biggie when people would be singing Pac diss song while Biggie on stage. I seen this thing, and I've seen this man, you know, like, man, I'm not really about that. I love Buddy. Biggie never jumped into the shit. Biggie never said anything. Leave this shit alone, boss. Because it's not gonna be the rapper pull the trigger. It's not gonna be the rapper pull the trigger. It's not gonna be the rapper that robs somebody. It's not gonna be the rapper that do something. No, it's gonna be somebody looking for a come up. It's gonna be somebody looking for a come up. Or it's gonna be some super fan who gonna then do the shooting.
Rick Ross would come online to show his eyes still intact and that he can still see.
Man, I'm thinking about the event that happened over there. Let me tell you something. When the first dude stepped up to Rose, the little short fat one that looked like Bam Bam Bigelow from wrestling, when he stepped up, and then I squat down in his eyes and told him what I said. Basically, boy, if I hit you, I'm gonna see everything you ate for the last 2 days. His balls dropped out of his ass. He never said another word. He never did nothing. He was a straight buster. Then the nigga behind him said, I know MMA. My eye? Hey, man.
But one thing's for sure, neither him nor us can see what this beef will eventually become. Thank you for watching this entire video. And if you enjoyed this, I'm pretty sure you enjoy some of my short and long form documentaries you can find right here. Well, anyways, you know how we like to end our videos over here at Moxy Approved, right? With that water. I see you here next time on Moxy Approved.
Please join my Discord, link in the description.